Hi there, it's Hannah the Artisan Duck, and today we're going to make these seed bead and Tila bead earrings. As you can see, you don't need many supplies for this, so hopefully you'll have enough in your beading stash to get beading straight away. So the main sort of focal of these earrings are Tila beads, and a Tila bead has two holes running through the length of it like that. I've got two different size 11 seed beads, well, different colours. So I have a rose gold and this pink, and these are Toho seed beads and these are Preciosa. They have a slightly different shape, but they still work well together. So, you know, mix and match what you've got. And then I've got 5mm bicones just to add a little beaded drop on the bottom of the earring. You will obviously need earring wires of some sort, and then a beading needle and some thread. This thread is cut to about 20 inches long, and this will make one earring. You're going to start by picking up your Tila bead and taking your needle through one of the holes. And just pull down. You're going to need to leave a really good tail thread, so you have to be comfortable with the length that you've got that you can weave in at the end and tie some knots. I like to just hold it in my hand nice and tight, and then I'm going to hold the Tila bead between my thumb and my finger just to hold it in position. You now need to pick up 3 of your gold seed beads, or you know, whatever seed bead colour you're using, and you're going to take your needle into the other hole on that Tila bead and pull through, and that will make those gold beads sit almost like a little hat on the Tila bead. Pick up 3 more of your rose gold seed beads, and this is my working thread here. This is just my tail thread, you can see here, and I'm just going to take my needle through the other side of my Tila bead and pull through. So now you've got the gold beads on either side, or both sides of your Tila bead. Take your needle and move it just through the next 2 gold beads just sitting on top of that Tila bead, just so you're exiting out the central bead. We're now going to make the beaded loop that goes on the top of our earrings. If you don't want to make a beaded loop to hang your earring wire from, you could add a wire guardian at this point. So I'm just going to take my needle back into that central gold bead, but we're exiting out of this way, so I'm going to take my needle in from the other side and pull through, and that will just make that little beaded loop for us. You do need to make sure that you're holding your tail thread nice and tight so these beads don't slip as you're working on them. I'm now going to take my needle through the gold bead, it's the next one along, and we're going to go down the other side of our beadwork. I've now picked up 2 of my pink beads, followed by a gold, and then another 2 of my pink seed beads. And I'm just going to take those down the needle because I don't want to sort of tug at the beadwork as I'm doing this. I'm going to take my needle, so we're exiting out the bottom here, just into the first gold bead on the other side and pull through. There we go, and that's going to make those beads wrap around the side of that Tila bead. Just going to move up to the gold bead in the centre because we're going to add our little bicone drop now. On your needle, pick up 2 gold beads, your bicone, and then 3 of your pink or whatever colour you're using seed beads, and take them down your thread. I've got my working thread now just wrapped around my finger for a second. We're going to ignore these 3 pink beads and take my needle into the bicone, and then just the first of those gold seed beads that you come to, and pull through. So these pink beads act like a little stopper, but they are also very decorative as well because they add this little pop of colour right at the bottom of the beadwork. I'm then picking up another gold bead, and we need to go through the gold bead in the middle of this set of 3 again. So when we started we went out this way, so we're going to go in on the other side and pull through. You can just go in and just pull the beads at the very bottom just to tighten the threads up, and pull your tail thread in case it's got loose, but you want to position it so these are nice and central to each other. So you need these 3 gold beads to sit in a little sort of diamond formation, and then these 3 beads to sit like a little triangle at the bottom. once you're happy with how this little drop section is sitting, take your needle through into the gold bead, so the next one along on the end, and pull through. And just be careful, your thread might want to just hook around those seed beads and that bicone. We're just going to mirror now what we've done on this side of the Tila bead with our pink seed beads. So I've just picked up 2 pink seed beads followed by a gold and then another 2 pink ones. And I'm just going to take my needle into the first gold, sort of opposite from where we're exiting from, and pull through. And your earrings are basically done now. We need to tie some knots and add our earring wires, and then yeah, our earrings are finished. Nice and quick and simple. There are not many places to tie your knots in this bead pattern, so I've sort of established a routine or a path where I do it every time I've made these. So I'm going through the centre bead at the top of that group of 3, and it's the next gold seed bead along from where we're exiting, and pull through. And I'm now going to tie a knot in this beaded loop here, and that's because I don't mind sort of making this section here slightly firmer by going through it again, but I don't really want to tie many knots or any knots down here if I can avoid it, because I want to keep the movement in this section of beadwork. So I'm just making sure that my working thread and my tail thread is pulled nice and tight, and I'm currently exiting out just down here beneath this bead. I'm going to take my needle into the loop basically, but I'm going to wrap my thread around the working thread around the thread down here in the loop. I'm going to pull to make a little loop, take my needle through that loop, if I can do it, there we go, and pull. And before I tighten it, I'm going to get my thread and just make sure it is positioned correctly, because it's currently looping up. We're around 2 beads higher than I need it to be, so it's now exactly where I need it to be. I'm going to pull, and that's 1 knot, and I'm going to add another one. So I've taken my needle into that loop and pull. I've made a little loop in thread, I've taken my needle through that. Just position the thread you're about to tighten so it's accurate in the right spot, and tighten. And then I'm just going to bead through, take my needle through even this beaded loop, just so I can move around into the beadwork. I'm going to go through the central bead again. I'm going to go through the gold bead on this side, so it's the next logical one along. I'm not making any new bead paths. I'm going to go down 2 of my pink seed beads, like that, and pull through. And then I'm going to tie a knot the exact same way around the thread going between the pink and the gold. So pull through, make a little loop, take my needle through the loop, just check that thread's in the right place, and pull. And do the same again. And then I'm going to go through the gold and the pink seed beads and pull through. Tighten that tail thread again. And then I'm going to go through the gold beads that are going around the bottom of this Tila bead. So there's one. And I'm basically just weaving away from those knots now, so that when I cut my thread off, you know, they're a long way away. And I'm just going to go up into the gold bead there. I'm going to go back up into the Tila bead, just trying to make a sort of a complicated pathway now to hold the thread in place. And then I'm going to go back through the gold, so there's 2. I'm going to go across into the 1 gold bead there, and you can feel the beadwork start to tighten up at this point. And then I'm going to go back down the Tila bead. I've got my thread all wrapped around, there we go, and pull through. And this sort of is the point now that I will cut this working thread off. We'll still need to tie a knot in our tail thread. I have put my needle on my tail thread, and we're exiting out the Tila bead on this side here. So I'm just going to take my needle through the gold at the bottom of the Tila bead, just so I can work my way up into these seed beads at the side. So there's the third gold, and pull through. And then I'm going to go up through 2 of the pink beads and pull. And I'm going to tie a knot around the thread here. Now there will be a knot above it as well in the gold. So, you know, that might, if your seed beads have a particularly tiny hole to them, that might be something you have to consider. Obviously you have to be careful not to break your bead, but you can use your pliers to help pull your needle through if needs be. I've done that a few times. So I've tied 2 little knots there, and I'm just going to go into the gold. I'm going into the pink as well and pull through. I'm going to go into the next pink along, and now I'm going to go through these 3 gold beads here. So you can see by going through these beads repeatedly, you're making it much harder to pass through, so the thread will be less likely to slip out because there's not many knots in these earrings. So I'm just going to go through this third one. There we go. Pull through. Just need to watch that your thread isn't wrapping itself around. The number of times I finish something and then I realise the thread is wrapped around a space that I don't want it to be. And then I'm going to go down into the next 2 pink beads on this side and pull through, and then I'm going to tie another knot on this side. So my thread is getting a little short now, so just go back and make that loop. So I'm going to go under, make a loop, take my needle through the loop and pull to tighten, and then the same again, pull to tighten, and then just move away from that knot. So I'm going to go into the gold bead, into the 2 pink beads, and I usually work my way along so that I'm taking this thread down through the Tila bead as well. So I'm going to go into the gold beads at the bottom here. I'm going to go through that 3rd gold bead, just try not to hook it round, and then I'm going to go into the Tila bead again and pull through. Now if you wanted to, you could cut your threads off here if it's getting short. If you've got enough scope, then just weave a little bit further. So I'm going to go through these gold beads again. I know it's possible because I've done it several times. There we go. There's one. I'm going to go through the next one. And this 3rd one. Again, I'm just going through this 3rd bead. And then I'm going down into the Tila bead. Might just move that gold bead just so you can get the needle past, and pull. Taking my needle off, and now you're ready to cut both working and tail thread off. Right, so I'm just pulling the thread quite firmly so that when I snip it, any loose ends will ping up into that Tila bead, and I'm just going to do the same for the other one. Like that. Right, we're now ready to add our earring wire, which I'm sure you all know how to do, but I did find that the loops on some of these might be a bit small, so I'll just show you how I sort of cheated my way around that. So I'm just taking my round nose pliers and I'm going to go into the loop and just pull it open. Maybe a bit more than that. Like that. And it just allows me to push my pliers, my round nose pliers, in even further, and then I can just sort of make that loop ever so slightly bigger, like that, and then you're ready to add that on. I've twisted my loop to open it that way, and I'm just going to pop the beaded loop in like that and then close it up and just squeeze it shut. Careful not to break any of your seed beads, but without making that loop bigger, the seed beads was getting stuck and sort of didn't allow it to move nicely, and you want that movement with a dangly earring. Anyway, that is finished. I shall bring in a matching pair. It's one I made earlier. I've made several earlier, to be fair, but yeah, that's how they look. I have tried them, just bring them in a slightly different colour combination. So I have them in blue because I thought, you know, not everyone wants bright colours, and the only other colour of these full Tila beads I have is this sort of dark, shiny, reflective blue, and I had these very dark blue bicones, which are lovely, but I teamed them up with silver size 11 seed beads and this lovely bright blue, so there's still a nice pop of colour. You could swap out the bicones for a round faceted bead or a drop shape, like a teardrop shape, or you could use a pearl, whatever you've got. If you want to have a go and you don't have the exact same, the only thing I would say is you do need a Tila bead, because you need that square shape with the two holes. Or if you've got half Tila beads, you could do two halves together, so sort of one stacked on top of each other like that. Anyway, I think I'm waffling, but those are the earrings, and I have to say I'm pretty fond of these. I really like them. They're very delicate and they'd be very easy to wear, and they don't take long to make. You know, you just need to know how to keep your thread tight, how to keep that tension right, and the rest of it is not too hard. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know if you'd like to see more tutorials like this. Do like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Anything like that would be really appreciated. Thank you. Anyway, I shall see you again next week, hopefully. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.